Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and this video is going to be an efficiency start guide from scratch showing what I would be doing and thinking on a brand new account. This video is not going to be going over the super basics like what are ascendancy potions, what are dungeons, and all that type of stuff, but I will link to a video that is helpful about those topics if you're curious about that. Now, just a quick overview if you're new to my channel or something. I've got about 3,000 hours invested on Raid, and I haven't done a start from scratch video in a very long time, so I thought it's an important topic that I wanted to keep current and up to date for newer players that are curious on what they should be doing from the beginning, because the game is constantly evolving and game knowledge is always changing, so it's an important topic to keep up to date and relevant. Now, if you're brand new to my channel, don't forget to smash that sub button. I've got over 500 videos on Raid, and I'm uploading every day to try and learn this game as much as possible. And with that being said, let's get into this efficiency start guide. Alrighty, here we go. So this is a brand new account and what it's gonna look like when you first finish the tutorial. I haven't done anything since then. Now, in terms of starting champions really quickly, I would recommend going with Kale, mainly because of his poisons. None of the other starting champions have poisons, but if you pick a different champion other than Kale, it's fine. The other ones are okay. I started with Gaelic, and I turned out just fine. My account was all right, but I do think, with hindsight, that Kale is the most optimal choice if you're asking my opinion about the starting champions. Now, first things first, we're going to want to go through and clear these red dots. This is the referral program where you can invite friends and you get rewards based on it. We're going to go through and clear all this out. You want to make sure and focus on your daily quests and get them every day, because the XP is going to help you increase your energy cap the more you level up your account, and you also get other rewards, silver, and then all sorts of weekly rewards, monthly rewards, getting shards. So you definitely want to keep up to date on that. We're going to go through and claim all of this stuff, and as we level up, we're going to get more and more energy because we get a free energy refill every time we level up. So when you're brand new to the game, you're gonna have a lot of energy to slam through as you keep leveling up. So here we go, and then I'm gonna go lock and unlock a champion, which is this mechanic right here. It's on our starting champion, which is Kale in this case. We're gonna, tick that, untick that, go claim that silver, and there we go. Then we're moving on. It clears that out, and we're back to our daily quest, which is summon 3 champions, 50, 7 campaign battles. Later on, you'll get more and more of these. It'll max out at 7 daily quests for endgame players, and you'll have 7 of these to do a day. They're pretty easy to do as long as you're focusing on them and kind of keeping tabs on it. So then we're gonna go through, claim this stuff, and what you want to do when you're new is you want to probably pull shards as soon as you get them. Mystery shards, ancient shards. You may want to save voids and epics for events that they do about every 2 to 4 weeks. It depends on how often they're cycling through, but as a brand new player, I would recommend pulling your mysteries and ancients because you want champions to focus on. So at least for those first couple days, first week or two, I would pull any shards that you get right away. So because we can actually get rare champions out of mystery shards, so I would be yanking these and seeing what I get. There are some decent uncommon champions that are worth investing in, so I would keep an eye out for those. Here's an uncommon. Battle Sister, no, but now these are the big ones. The ancient shards you can get lucky on. You can get an epic, a legendary, anything like that. So okay, Chaplain, kind of a slightly below average rare probably. And then is this Grappler? Yeah, Grappler. Okay, so all right, kind of like an early game poisoner for the clan boss maybe, but slightly disappointing. And I do have a full tier list ranking every champion in the game down below in a pinned comment and the video description if you want to see every single champion and my thoughts on them. So the shards were a little bit disappointing. Now we're going to go in and get some introductory gear on our champions. Attack gear, we're going to want to max out our starting champion and our Kale to get the highest stats as possible. So we're definitely going to be slotting the most attack and the best gear that we can get on. Speed is very important, so these are the priority to upgrade. We're going to go for sure to level 8 on these. So there we go, and in the early game, the most important stats are probably speed, HP, and crit rate. So that's why I believe the game gives you these boots that are always rolled with these stats, and they're really solid. They've got speed, attack, HP, and crit rate. Basically exactly what you're looking for on your starting champion. You get that right out the gate. Now, this I definitely want to go to level 8 on. We're getting attack as a main stat on the weapon, so I would definitely pop this up to 8 ASAP. And there we go. The other stuff, sure, why not? We might as well because it is a set piece. It's giving us a bonus, so it's pretty cheap to upgrade stuff to level 4 and level 8, so you don't have to feel bad about upgrading gear to level 8. Alrighty, so there is that, and basically we can just let it ride. Sniper's not a bad one. Got some AOE damage here on a 3-turn cooldown when you get her booked up and stuff. Do not use books on uncommon champions. You want to use rare books on rare champions, epic books on epic champions, and legendary books on legendary champions. I want to make sure and note that. Do not be wasting books on champions that are below the rarity of the book level. So I do want to point that out. You can level up uncommon champions by finding duplicates of them very easily, or even buying them for silver in the market later on when you unlock that. So I would just dive right in and go straight to the campaign and fire up Carrot Castle and start letting it ride here. Now you'll get to a point where it unlocks 2 more spots and you've got 4 champions. We're definitely going to pop this up to level 2 on the 2x and then go auto for sure. There will be sometimes maybe when you want a manual, but it's going to be few and far between. You want to be kind of playing levels that you can complete on auto, the highest stage that you can complete on auto, and not having to manual as little as possible. Then when we beat, if I remember right, when we beat this, you'll be able to breeze through the first campaign wave here and complete the boss. And when you do, I believe you get a rare champion and some more gear that's worth upgrading. So we're gonna try to just slam right through and beat that boss as fast as possible. But when I get shards, I want to pull them because I want to see what I'm working with. So I'm gonna yank these shards as soon as I get them. Mystery shards, ancient shards, and stalwart. Okay, so not really of note there. And then we're gonna keep, yeah, see, it shows you get a champion right here as a reward. At the end you get a rare champion. So we're just gonna keep popping right through, slamming through these introductory campaign levels. There we go. The common gear we can probably just get rid of. There we go. We got to level up after clearing that stage. More energy. Crusader's an okay uncommon. I don't think you need to go crazy investing in him a ton, but he is all right in terms of an uncommon. Then we've got attack. Ideally, you're wanting crit rate on gloves, especially in the early game like this. So we just keep proceeding. Now we unlocked the 3rd spot you see there. And we'll probably go Kale, and then I'm going to say Sniper and Grappler for now, because you're going to want... Poison is very important to get in the clan boss, so leveling up a Poison isn't a bad idea. There's an uncommon that is Outlaw Monk in the Sacred Order. It's definitely worth leveling up one of him to level 40 or 50. You don't really need a 6-star him or anything, but because you can use him for food later on if you 5-star him. But I would definitely think about building up an Outlaw Monk for some early game poisons against the clan boss. Poisons, HP burns are very important against the clan boss. I'm sure it's HP percent. Percents are way more important than flat stats, but in the very early game, flat stats can be viable. That will scale downward towards the mid game and end game, and you're only going to want percent stats. All right, so we completed a quest. Let's go claim this stuff. Level ups, good. We're getting energy, and then we're just going to keep cracking away, going right into the campaign, and doing this as quick as we can. We want to complete the boss fight as soon as we can. All right, there we go. 1-stars we can definitely get rid of. We're not going to be hanging on to 1-star gear. All right, and now we are on the boss fight. As long as you leveled up your gear on your starting champion to level 8, you should be able to breeze through this boss fight. It's not going to be a sticking point for you yet. They may kill the other champions, but as long as you've got that level 8 gear on your starter, at least a couple pieces, you'll be fine. And if you're wondering why I'm not diving into the buffs and the debuffs and all the science of the game, I've got hundreds of videos going over all sorts of that stuff. I'm trying to show you what I would be thinking if I restarted the game and what I would be doing. And I'm trying to kind of walk you through the thought process of what would be going through my head and not necessarily all of the basics because I've got so many videos going over that. So let me finish that. And then here we get the champions. Okay, Tavern Unlocked. That's where you level up your champions to upgrade them and star them up to the next rank, all that stuff. Skip that. Okay, War Priest is a rare you're guaranteed to get. It's an introduction to the healing mechanic of the game. So you have this heal a target ally by max HP, and place increased attack on all allies. Not bad. Worth using, especially in the early game. And then we get all of this attack gear that we're definitely going to put on our starting champion as soon as possible. So we're going to fire that up. Go gloves. Attack. Okay, we're going to equip that. Armor for sure. And yeah, I think these stats are kind of, for the most part, guaranteed. At least the main stats, I think. And don't quote me on that, but I think these very first couple pieces you get as a player, they try to give you relevant stuff like attack and crit rate and, you know, speed and speed boots. I think they try to give you usable gear when you're brand new, at least for the first couple pieces here, to get you kind of rolling. Alright, there we go. You can't upgrade to level 12 until level 25, but the first 30 levels or so do go pretty fast. And as soon as you do, you're going to want to upgrade your boots for sure, especially if they're speed. That'll be the first priority, is to get the boots on all your champions up to level 12. So, in terms of helms and stuff, let's definitely get an attack helm. This one's way better than that 1-star helm, so we'll pop this one up to level 8 as well. And then if we head over to the tavern, you can access that right here really quickly. We want to be slamming through our resources when we're brand new like this. So if you got XP brews, you want to make sure and use the right affinity. Use the blue magic brews on blue magic champions, the red brews on red force champions, the green brews on spirit champions. So make sure to match up the affinities. They give you these to get you started. We want to max out our kale. So in this game in general, oh, it's saying I'm out of silver. Okay, so I don't have the 28,000, so I got to keep slamming through here in the campaign. Oh, there's 20k. Okay, so now I can. All right. And we want to do that as soon as we can. We want to head into the tavern and get our champion leveled up ASAP. It's going to make me pick Kale, upgrade level, and boom. We want to level him up as fast as possible. But what I was getting into was you want to concentrate your power. Don't spread yourself thin. You want to max out a champion, 6-star them, get them fully ready to go, then work on someone else. I actually made this mistake as a newer player. I built a bunch of 4- and 5-star champions before I got my first 6-star. That's not what you want to do. You want to focus your power, get your starting champion maxed out ASAP. And when you have double XP like this, right there, you will see it show up right here on the main screen. It'll show you how much time you have left. You want to only farm XP. You don't want to be grinding dungeons or wasting energy on anything else. You want to grind XP and only XP. So you want to be exclusively in the campaign. The highest stage that you can clear in the campaign, that's what you want to be doing while you got the double XP live. So we're going to keep going in the campaign and just keep slamming through these levels. We're going to go Kale. And I do want to level up the healer and buffs my attack. And then I would go these two after that. So there we go, and 1-star commons, we're not going to keep those. We're just going to keep slamming right through here. And you do want to be careful about the red affinity champions. Your starting champion is going to be weak against those. Those are force affinity, and they counter the magic affinity starting champion that you have. So you do want to be careful about the red affinity champions. They could be a sticking point eventually in the campaign when you start running into a bunch of them that are close to your level. Another level up, and a 1- or 2-star commons. We're not going to keep that. Keep right on rolling. A 3-star common. It is attack percent, and it's 3-star at this rank, so that's not bad. Alright, and there we go. So now it says it unlocks clans, where you can join a clan. And the most important thing there is to attack the clan boss every day. And it's really good to get with players that are your level. You can use the Raid official Discord, or I've got a Discord server down below with about 5,000 members you're welcome to chat with and try to find a clan. Reddit can be okay to find a clan. The clan boss is very good. It's good to get in a clan that's your level, because you do get pretty good rewards every day. And you're going to want to develop poisoners. That's why I said Kale was a good starting choice, because he places poisons. And that uncommon champion, Outlaw Monk, and anybody else you find along the way that places poisons. You can see here, we got a shard, so we're definitely going to fire up back here, go to the portal, and pop this shard. You can get lucky and get a good rare, so you want to pop these as soon as you get them. Alright, there you go. And then when you unlock the market, you're going to want to buy mystery shards in the shop when you see them as well, because if you pull that game-changing rare, it can be really good for your account. So we're just going to keep right on going and try to get to this boss fight as soon as possible to keep getting those gears. Alright, 1-star common, we can let that go, and now we've got another boss fight. As long as you're level 20-something with your starting champion and you've upgraded your gear to level 8, this won't be a problem for you yet. Alright, there is the boss fight over with. And you can see we get a lot more gears as a reward for winning that there. And then I would pop out and see if I can upgrade my champions any further. And we want to pay attention to our challenges as well. The challenges, missions, you want to keep an eye on these and keep doing what they're kind of, you'll complete a lot of them just by playing the game and just being active. And see, that's why it's important to do your daily missions. I got that XP and I leveled up, which increases my energy cap and helps me store a lot more energy. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna pop over here and I'm gonna see if any of that gear is worth the HP gear. It depends on the stats. I'm looking for crit rate. No. Okay, so that could be a better shield for sure. Crit rate is probably the most important stat on your starting champion in the early game. If you can get, 40% crit rate instead of 25, that's a big deal in terms of how much damage you're gonna put out. Alright, so unfortunately we didn't get any crit rate there, but we do get accuracy. Going from 0 to 13 is a big difference. Kale needs those accuracies to place the poisons, so I actually will pop that on just because it helped a little bit. And we're not getting the lifesteal bonus, but 4-star speed is going to be tough to replace. That's going to be really hard to get rid of. If I see something with like crit and accuracy, it would be worth thinking about, but I'm not seeing that. So I think we're ready to rock with what we have there. Now this has speed and accuracy, speed and HP. It's a 4-star attack roll. I'd probably want that for now, but I would also gear the War Maiden that I'm working on. This is a support, so I would just put my best HP gear that I can on the War Maiden here, just to help keep the War Maiden alive. And for now, I'll throw on this shield, and just to really upgrade that defense. Now, I am going to get a little bit low on silver, but the flat HP is really important to grab, so I will upgrade this to level 4. Level 4 is super cheap. Alright, there we go, and this is HP percent, so definitely level 4, but I don't want to go broke to 0 on silver, so I'm going to go a little bit easy here and just upgrade these to level 4, and then get right back into farming XP. Level 4. Alrighty, there is that, and why not? At this rank, any base stat you can get of attack, HP, all that is definitely worth a cheap level 4. And then I would just go right back, keep the train rolling, and get right into the campaign. And stage 3 is going to be the defense set. So I would fire up the Kale, the support I was working on, the grappler, and the sniper, and just keep right on rolling. And there is a shard, so we're definitely going to go pull that right away. Never know if we're going to get something really good. Uncommon, pit spawn. I mean, all right. He's got the AoE decreased attack, which is pretty good, and he's based on defense, which is also good. So, not bad in terms of an uncommon, but not exactly what we were looking for. We'll keep an eye on these challenges for sure. Any rewards we can scoop up from challenges and missions, you definitely want to focus on that. But yeah, guys, we're hitting 20-something minutes here, and I wanted to really get the basics in terms of an efficient start. But before I let you go, I will give you a couple quick notes. In terms of the fusions and which ones you should focus, obviously, Razen is the most impactful because he's a legendary, but it's going to take a while. Work towards that. If you summon these rares, keep them. Do not sacrifice them. You're going to want to work towards Razen. I know it's a grind. I know it's going to take a while, but Razen is really good. So you're definitely going to want to focus on this and keep champions that are in the fusions. Broadmouth and Relic Keeper, I would say you don't need to super prioritize rushing towards. So I would kind of maybe loosely do that, but Razen, definitely keep these champions. And later on, when you upgrade the market at level 18, you do want to look for certain uncommon champions. Armiger in the Sacred Order is a very good uncommon champion that's worth building up for your account. And Zephyr Sniper in the Barbarians is another very good uncommon that if you come across, it is worth upgrading and having at your disposal. Remember to also keep an eye out for Outlaw Monk, which is an uncommon in the Sacred Order, because you will want these poisons in your early game boss fights. You don't have to take them to 6-star or anything, but do not feel bad about leveling up an Outlaw Monk to 4 or 5-star, because it will help you out a lot in the early game, placing those poisons on the clan boss for your clan. And one point I want to make sure I drive home in the campaign is when you get there, you're going to see in, I think it's level 9 right here, there's going to be a champion War Maiden that is a drop in that stage 9. So you'll see here, when you're in the campaign, there is blue border rare champions that can drop, and in that stage 9, War Maiden is a champion that can drop from the stage reward. So I've got War Maiden pulled up right here in the Barbarians, and it's about a 1% drop rate. So it could take you 50 runs, it could take you 250 runs, but you want to grind that stage 9 of the campaign until you get War Maiden on your account, and you want to get her maxed out, 6-star, booked, all that good stuff. You can even farm duplicate books for her in the campaign. You can keep grinding that same stage, and as you get War Maidens, you can feed them into this one as more books, because you definitely want to level up this decreased defense ability, this Crumbling Blast A3. Very important to get a War Maiden invested in, because 3-turn cooldown when this is booked of AoE, big version of decreased defense, is going to be a massive help to your account and helping your damage dealers do more damage. Spirit Host is another champion that drops in the campaign. I believe it's level 4 of the campaign. You can farm yourself up a Spirit Host. Spirit Host and War Maiden are very good early game champions to get on your account and farm them up in the campaign. Spirit Host is a support that's got the speed aura. You don't have to build her for damage. You don't have to 6-star her or anything like that, and you can still get lots of value out of her for a long time. But yeah, I'll cut the video there. My goal was to go over the basics of what I would be thinking and what I would want you to know about getting off to an efficient start in the first 30 minutes to an hour in the game and get you headed in the right direction. I've got all sorts of end game content on my channel. I try to do a good blend of early game, mid game, and end game content. And if you have any questions, drop it down below in the comment section. I will do my best to read through and help you guys. And I stream every single day for 2 or 3 hours. Feel free to stop by. I get to almost every single question that's asked and do my best to help you guys out in terms of learning the game. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video. As always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.